Okay, welcome back to another video of PvP Basics with me, Zafir. Today we are going over the top tier class, Magika Sorcerer. There is so much to go over, so much to talk about, so I'm going to speak very fast, but I want to explain many reasons why throughout this. What is top tier? Why is it top tier? These are simple questions. A top tier class is a class with the ease of use to be overly survivable, overly damaging at the same time. So, welcome to the Magika Sorcerer. Just like in 2015, just like in 2015, us sorcerers, we all built into max mag and ignored pretty much everything else. Well, I'll tell you why. I mean, just look at the... I gotta go to the skill. I mean, it's the easiest way to explain it. If you go over here to Hardened Ward, this is why we're doing it now. It's because the higher your Magika is, you gain a damage shield, and you heal for X amount. And it scales off your max health or max Magika. But yeah, it's capped at the max health. But here's the thing, it's only capped at the max health before battle leveling. Battle Spirit takes place, and Battle Spirit diminishes your shields by 50%. So it happens prior to that. So due to that, it doesn't matter how high your max health is. So regardless, you want a higher Magika to gain more survivability, more tankiness, better heals, etc. Now, if you notice, the more max Magika you have, the more damage each of your skills do. The best way to explain that would be, I'm gonna just go to Dawnbreaker. If you go to Dawnbreaker right there, this is on my front bar. If you look, my front bar has 45k mag in this, and then 39k in the back bar. So if we go back to that skill, Dawnbreaker, right now on front bar it's doing 17,000 on initial hit. Then I swap to the other bar, and I look again. It's doing 15,000. Swap again, 17,000. Swap again, 15,000. Now to prove that a little bit better, so if you look, this is back bar. 3,600 is my spell damage. Oops, sorry about that. We'll swap bars. 45k is my max mag, and my spell damage went down, but my Dawnbreaker damage goes up. Max mag actually does make it better. In other words, max mag equals damage, maximum Magika equals tankiness, max Magika equals top tier class in slot for ease of play. Now, I made two different versions of this build. I figured I'd start with the meta build. This is the meta. Meta meaning this is the best in slot that most players have figured out. This one's including all the scribing skills that I would recommend. And if you look on back bar, we have Crafty Elfique, on back bar we have Wretched Vitality, which everybody knows what Wretched Vitality does. That is the regen setup. Front bar has Crafty Elfique, obvious reasons, I explained it already. Max Magika. I left one max health and piece on my setup. My mistake. See if I can fix that real quick. No, I do not have my mistake. So it's supposed to be all max mag, just so you guys know. Anyway, front bar is Lightning Staff Sharpens, Crafty Elfique. Back bar is Wretched Vitality, Infused, and it should have the weapon damage enchant on it. My poisons I am using is Immobilization, because the whole goal of Magsork is distance. You want to keep them away, so this is obvious. Immobilizes them and grants you immunization to being immobilized, or any control effects, pretty much. Also, this one prevents them from returning to stealth after I hit them for 2.3 seconds. Also drains their Magika, so in case they keep going to stealth, and it gives me back Magika. It's a great little poison to use in the front bar. Death Dealer's Feet is my mythic. Obvious reasons. It gives me more max Magika. Oh, who would have guessed? Mighty Chuden. The reason why we go Mighty Chuden on the meta build is so we can open up more bar slots. I'll go over the skill slots here in a moment, but that is the main reason. On my armor, it's all impenetrable except for the chest is trainee reinforced. Reason why we do that as a general rule for all classes when we're doing double bars is because the heavy chest reinforced gives the most return of armor. All jewelry I put infused, and I put it all spell damage, or well, weapon and spell damage, multi-enchant, obvious reasons. Oh yeah, Mundus Stone. My Mundus Stone is apparently not active. I gotta say, this, I've been having issues here on the PTS keeping everything active. They keep running out on their own every time I log in or log out. Anyway, let's go back. So, Mundus Stone is supposed to be the mage. My food I picked is Clockwork Citrus Fillet, more max health, more max Magika. Magika regen is the main reason. Health regen doesn't hurt, but the main reason is Magika regen and max mag. If you want to look into the CPs are all right there on top of my superstar. This is the meta build. We are gonna go into the skills real quick. Damn it. Skills real quick. We're using Sundering Soul. Yeah, Sundering Soul is a stamina build. It is your spammable, but the reason why we're using it is because you got Major Breach right there, and that Major Breach plus the fact that it's Sundering Soul doing physical damage, that's Minor Breach. Sunder causes Minor Breach. Also, on top of the physical damage, it says 10,000 physical damage, but it also causes Sunder status effect. Minor Breach plus extra damage. Also, I added Restores Magicka and Stamina. So every time I'm doing this, I'm restoring a little bit of Magicka and a little bit of Stamina. But due to the fact this costs Stamina, 2100 Stamina, minus 600, really it's 1500 Stamina cost. It's not that bad at all. It's awesome. My next front bar skill is Crystal Frag. We've already gone over why we want to do that in Stamina Source, but I'll explain it real quick. The reason why you want to do that is because if you pay attention to it, you want it to light up, and once it lights up, you can just insta-cast it for a lot of damage. That is why we use that. It is insta-cast. I mean, look at the damage it can dish out right there. That is ridiculous. The insta-cast is almost 21k. I'm going to do it one more second just so you can see that. So if you look at that, 21k. That was strange. Anyway, and that's the gist of that skill. Now, obviously, on front bar we want a gap closer. Also, this is it's our gap closer, our getaway, and our main stun streak. Pretty much does everything for us. It's also an AoE unblockable stun, which is really awesome. Hardened Ward, we've already gone over why Hardened Ward. And I put Inner Light because crit chance is amazing in this. And I'm using Dawnbreaker. Smiting, it's good, it's bad. There's a lot of reasons. I argue with that. Here's one reason: using the Slayer passive. Another reason is gain some more ultimate, but it's just cheap is the cost. It's the main reason why I use it. Back bar, anyway, we're gonna go susceptibility. We are using Warding Contingency. This one is gonna add more to my damage shield. Also adds a damage shield to my allies within the vicinity. This one's also going to give me minor endurance and minor intellect, giving me more stam and mag regen. This one gives me reduced damage taken by 8%. And that is why I use it. Anyway, Bound Aegis. This just gives me more max Magika. And minor protection and minor resolve. Crit Surge is going to be giving me my major brutality and sorcery, but it also gives me, every time I do crit damage, I'm going to heal back. Now, last patch, and every patch prior to that, for many years, this was the main heal, so I can never get rid of this. I got so used to using this as my heal. Just stay aggressive, play hard, kill hard. Haunting Curse, and you put that on the back bar. I showed you that last time on my Stamina Sorcerer build. I'll use that to weave in and out. Find something to hit real quick and I'll toss it. I killed everything. So anyway, I weave that in between bar swaps. And look at that damage shield. 19k. Isn't that crazy in PvP? 20k. Oh, that is just crazy. That's not supposed to be a thing, in my opinion. Anyway, continuing off. Back bar, I put power overload. Just a little bit of range pressure whenever I want to toss it in. Anyway, that is the meta. I'm going to swap over to my version real quick. This is max damage version. This is if you are just going to want to kill and kill fast. So, in this version, I put on 5 pieces Clever Alchemist. On back bar and on front bar, I use 5-piece Crafty Elfique, still Death to Those Feet. I swap my Helm set for Roxa for the regen, which then forces me to put back a few skills for resists. So would you look at that? I'm having ESO difficulties. Okay, welcome back after the game decided to just not let me switch skills at all. Here is my max damage version of the build. It's just Clever Alchemist over Wretched Vitality, took out Chuden, added Roxa. I took out my scribing skills, put back in Crushing Shock and Hurricane to gain back my major resolve. I also like Hurricane because it gives me more speed back. Minor Expedition. This version is my preferred version. There's so much more damage output. And it doesn't require Gold Road for people that don't have it yet. It's going to be kind of nice. I'm going to hit something real quick just to get the max stats for this. Just so you can see for yourself. I think there's some goblins over here I can use. There we go. So here's front bar max stats. So I'm not max stats yet. I need to regen. Keep in combat a little longer. But yeah, the gist of it. Here's the gist of the max stats. The damage is 5420, 5642 on back bar. Max mag is still pretty damn awesome. Regen is ridiculously awesome right there. Look at that. And this build is what I like, especially that max health. I think. Is my food out? No, my food is not out. Yeah, this is the max health, I guess. Wow. Maybe I wasn't done. So Death Dealer's Fate and Roxa take forever to fully proc. You're still going. Nope, I think that's it. And that's the max stats once everything's done. Apologies. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment, give me a like. Next week I'll be going over Nightblade. See you guys later. Bye-bye.